mate, we have to now talk about the big bickies, the drivers and the constructors championships. It's all well and good to do well at the first race, but who's going to win? And we thank everyone for their tips, and now we've got to give ours.
We do.
So, mate, let me just put you on the spot right now. Who's going to be world champion in 2007?
Fernando Alonso. Alright, you might find that strange.
Three world championships.
Yeah, mate, there's no reason why he can't. When you think about it, over the last couple of years, McLaren have put out fairly ordinary vehicles. You might think in 2005 they were quick, which they were, but unreliable. Uncle Ron Dennis is sort of peeking over the retirement window here, and I think he wants to go out with a bang, and I don't think you'll see McLaren for the third year in a row put out a substandard car. The 17D was very good, but they brought that over into the new season when they knew the 18A was going. When it wasn't going, I should say, but that's probably the last of the good McLaren cars. So I think McLaren this year, it's all out, and they've got pound for pound one of the two best drivers in Formula One piloting their Challenger this year. So I wouldn't be surprised, mate, to see the young man make it three in a row. Three in a row.
Max, I'm sitting here in my Ferrari hat, trying not to slap you, restraining myself.
That's funny because I'm sitting here in last year's Williams hat. But anyway.
Mate, Kimi is going to win the World Championship this year. It's Kimi. Kimi has tested well. He's a devastating quick driver. It won't take him long to get acclimatised in the Ferrari, and it's Kimi all the way, baby. I'm calling Kimi as World Champion. Yes.
I think you'd agree. Either of us could have gone either driver and not disgraced ourselves. Both drivers going to different teams. I think it's a bit of a lottery, but I guess it depends on whether or not you're a massive Kimi fan or an Alonso fan.
Mate, I've got Alonso as P2. I'm calling Kimi to win and Alonso to be, the two of them to kind of fight out the World Championship this year. So I've got Alonso coming second in the World Championship. So I still think McLaren are going to do awesome. I mean, I think Lewis is going to win races. I think Alonso is going to win several races, and McLaren, like you said, is going to have a big resurgence.
Yeah, I think
but
so.
I think Ferrari are going to do a better job and actually win with Kimi. So
go
Kimi.
I disagree with Pep in the sense that I don't think Lewis Hamilton is going to win a race this year.
Zero, nothing.
Nothing. No, I don't think so. But for me, P2 in the championship this year is Kimi Raikkonen.
Yeah, so we've got the same, just switched it around. We both think that they're going to challenge each other basically this year.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
And it goes back to what I was saying a moment ago. You could swap and change both of those drivers for P1, P2 for mine. As far as talent is concerned, they're second to none. Like anything in Formula One, a lot has to do with the machinery that the drivers have at their disposal.
Yeah.
But again, they're both sensational drivers. Neither of them could win the World Championship in OSA.
So, mate, let's talk about it. Is it going to be a close fight? Is it going to be a slapping? Is it going to be a big gap? I actually think it's going to be quite close.
Mate, I think a lot depends on Renault. What they do this year.
Our friend Flavio.
Bravo.
Mate, for the third place in the title, we've got, talking about Massa, we've got Massa as we think he's going to be P3 this year. So he's not going to beat Kimi. He's going to get a decent performance this year. He might win Melbourne, but he's getting P3. We agree on that for the World Championship, it's Massa and P3.
Yeah, I think Felipe started to come of age last year, as I just mentioned. It's his first year without the tutelage of Michael, and he's got a new teammate, so I don't know particularly that Kimi's going to give him too much cross-garage data or anything like that.
But Max, Felipe's stepping up to the plate.
Yeah,
he said, I'm part of the team now, this is it.
He is, and there's no denying that. And let's face it, the Ferrari family love Felipe now. He's done his apprenticeship, and he's welcome to the family, there's no doubt about that. But as far as driving is concerned, as to who's the quicker driver, I don't think anyone could deny that it's Kimi Raikkonen, and Ferrari at the end of the day, they've lost the last 2 championships as far as they're concerned to Renault, and they don't like that.
No.
After 5 years of dominance. So I think you'll find very quickly that the Ferrari juggernaut will be swinging behind the quicker of the 2 drivers very quickly. And although I'm impressed with Felipe Massa, in particular over the last couple of months, I think Kimi Raikkonen will very quickly assert his authority on the team, and they'll swing their help behind him.
Well, Max, speaking about Ferrari, we both had Ferrari as winning the Constructors' Championship, so let's talk about that. I obviously picked Kimi for the drivers, so I firmly believe that Ferrari are going to win the Constructors' Championship this year. Yep. Yes. And you agree, despite the fact that you had Alonso, you think that Ferrari will bring home obviously more points and do a better job?
Yeah, I do think that. I think, again, having Kimi Raikkonen in your team, I don't think it'll take him that long to get up to speed. I could be completely wrong, but you've got Felipe Massa there who's proven his consistency, as we've just discussed. McLaren, they can't have another bad year, they just can't. So I've got a feeling that McLaren will pull their socks up for P2.
P2?
Yep. What are your thoughts on P1 and P2?
Mate, I'm the same. Obviously, we both said Ferrari, but I'm also saying McLaren for P2, so we agree on the top 2. I mean, McLaren, like you said, they just cannot have another season, and they've tested so well that I think McLaren have to do well, and as I said, both Lewis and Fernando will win several races, and they'll get a bag load of points.
Which brings me on to P3. The reason I've chosen my one of the reasons why I've chosen my P3 as it is, which is BMW this year, is because of the expectation on Lewis Hamilton. We've got a rookie racing around this year. I think at the end of the day, his teammate will carry the team.
Yep.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, and I think that BMW might squirrel away a few podiums perhaps, or they'll be in the points fairly consistently this year. But it's a ballsy call for me to call McLaren coming second in the Constructors this year, because usually to get up into the top places in the Constructors it involves both drivers being consistent. And I think you'll find BMW will probably stick in there. And thank you to the dude down there cutting up wood.
That's awesome. We love that. Oh, there he goes.
Alright. He heard us. He listened.
Shut up.
You better listen too.
Well, mate, we've had a bit of a noise. Let's try this again. P3, I'm calling Renault. I think Fitzgerald and Heikki are going to get enough points this year to pull the Renault into P3. And we disagree on this point, mate.
Yeah, okay. No, that's fair enough too. I've deliberately left Renault out this year. I'm going for my left field choice, and I'm picking BMW. If everything falls apart up front, I think you might find BMW up there and thereabouts. But Robert Kubica proved last year that he can pull something out of the box. No one's ever heard of him before, of course.
Yeah, he's going to be.
He's the first Polish driver ever, but we all sat up and took notice last year. Let's not deny that.
And I think he'll get several podiums this year. Roberto. Yeah.
If he was Italian, Roberto.
Yeah.
He may. I've got to look. I'm happy to concede that Renault will probably end up third, perhaps. But I'm happy to have a left field pick this year.
Go for a BMW.
And go for BMW.
Roll the dice on BMW.
They've got that supercomputer, Albert 2. It's up and running. Go, Albert. They've got their wind tunnel running 24 hours a day now. Mario Thyssen doesn't like failure.
They've got all those Deutschmarks or all those euros or whatever, like pumping into the team.
The whole lot. Pep and I are even going to give them some cash.
How's your BMW going? You know, are you being paid by BMW?
Oh, no. Going great. Just like that guy's bandsaw is. Isn't that nice? Listen to that. Melodic.
It's very nice. Well, we should probably try and sign off now while it's very, very noisy.
While the going's bad, we're going to sign off.
So, guys, that's our tips.
Yep.
Thanks very much.
But stay tuned, because very soon Pep and I both going to be doing hot lap of Albert Park. We'll see how we go.
And I'm going to kill that guy.
He's dead. Only joking.
See you later, guys.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.